All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, great millstone, and salutes honors to heroes out there preaching his word and sharing the truth. All right, you see it, this country in Africa, Uganda, passed a law making it a crime to identify as LGBTQ. All right, and this is the video here. Let me rewind this. See if I can play it.
Always start. In our country, we will have our morals. We will protect our children. And we are making this law. We are making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
The substitution of the definition of the word homosexuality is for clarity.
Lord members, I beg to move that the House do.
Yeah, there you go. And it has Great Babylon, pissed off. They're passing this law. But hey, Great Babylon can't go inside Uganda because Uganda does a lot of business with China. China basically has it's settled in Uganda. All right, so Esau over here in Babylon just gonna have to accept that. All right, but anyway, it's a righteous thing that this country Uganda is passing this law, which he talked about morals. Morals basically go back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Holy Bible, man. Okay. But let me read this. Uganda Parliament passed a law on Tuesday making it a crime to identify as LGBTQ. So those moles in Uganda gotta go, in secret, in hiding. Okay, they gotta do it down low, so they won't get caught. Handing authorities broad powers to target gay Ugandans who already face legal discrimination and mob violence. More than 30 African countries, including Uganda, already banned same-sex relations. The new law appears to be the first to outlaw merely identifying a lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or queer, according to Human Rights Watch. Supporters of the new law say it is needed to punish a broader array of LGBTQ activities, which they say threaten traditional values in a conservative and religious East African nation. In addition to same-sex intercourse, the law bans promoting abetting homosexuality as well as a conspiracy to engage in homosexuality. Violations under the law draws severe penalties, including death for so-called aggravated homosexuality, life in prison for gay sex. Aggravated homosexual involves gay sex with people under the age of 18 or perpetrated in HIV positive, among other categories, according to the law. See, our Creator God is happy about what is happening. I support the bill to protect the future of our children. And the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, his name is Yahweh, okay? And he sent forth laws sent by Moses to the children of Israel, which we so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, to follow, okay, and to abide by. And also, when the kingdom is set up, the other nations are going to have to abide by, the laws of the Heavenly Father as well, because these laws are were created to manage and for the benefit of the whole planet Earth. Okay, when the Earth was created, okay, the Lord, Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, told the angels to tell man to be fruitful and multiply, to tell the creatures of the earth to be fruitful and multiply. All right. When if you're a mole, you can't be fruitful and multiply. It's against nature. Okay. But this the Lord setting up a standard. It's a good thing, man. See this, and America can't go in Uganda and start setting up shop. Oh, you can't pass this law. Blah blah blah. No, China's over Uganda, so America can't do shit. All right. So continuing on, this is about sovereignty of our nation. Nobody should blackmail us. Nobody should intimidate us, and that's a shot to Great Babylon, America. The legislation will be sent to President Yoweri Museveni to be signed into law. So basically, you get the idea, man. All right, let's go to the scriptures, man. And Uganda got that big reserves of gold. The big deposit of gold. I think it was around 31 tons, 30 tons, something like that. Okay. So let's go to scriptures here. Isaiah 24. I'm overlooking it. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, especially, the liberal so-called white man. All right, they basically, rule the planet Earth. Well, essentially, the elite bankers rule the planet Earth, and they push that confusion down on the people. All right. So basically, they're to blame, really. The elite bankers. And they push down this narrative, to the people that being a Mo is, is perfectly healthy. It's actually a mental illness, man. You got demons on you. The earth is also defiled and the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. Okay? I'll read that in NLT. The earth suffers from the sins of his people, for they have twisted God's instructions, violated his laws, and broken his everlasting covenant. Okay? So let's go. Let's look at the law. Right. Eventually, Esau, he's gonna ban this word from coming out on the internet. He's gonna ban, the men of the Lord from preaching on the streets. Because we come out straight out the scriptures, it's adverse to Esau's, way of life. Leviticus 20:13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. The blood shall be upon them. And that's the law on it, man. Okay, that's God's laws, man. That's one of God's laws. Okay, let's read another one. Deuteronomy 23. Let me read verse 1 in the NLT. If a man's testicles are crushed or his penis is cut off, he may not be admitted to the assembly of the Lord. See that? That's a law. Okay. And Romans 1 gets into it as well. Romans 1 and 26, I'm going to read down. Actually, it started 24. Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. It's talking about homosexuality. Who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worshiped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause Yahweh gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into which is against nature. Okay. Let's see if I'm reading the NLT. Verse 26, this is why God abandoned them to their shameful desires. Even the women turned against the natural way to have sex, instead indulge in sex with each other. Because sex means to cut, the purpose of sex is to reproduce, man. That's the purpose. When a woman on woman or a man on man, that's not actual sex. That's just vile affections. Okay. And the men, instead of having normal sexual relations with women, burned with their lust for each other. Men did shameful things with other men. As a result of this sin, they suffered. Sin is transgression of the law. We just read the law. Okay, when you break the law, it's called sin. They suffered within themselves the penalty they deserve, since they thought it foolish to acknowledge Yahweh. He abandoned them to their foolish thinking and let them do things that should never be done. Their lives became full of every kind of wickedness, sin, greed, hate, envy, murder, quarreling, deception, malicious behavior, and gossip. They are backstabbers, haters of the Most High, insolent, proud, and boastful. And that's what comes with being a mole, all of that. They invent new ways of sinning. They disobey their parents. They refuse to understand, break their promises, are heartless, and have no mercy. They know God's injustice requires that those who do these things deserve to die. Yeah. Yet they do them anyway. Worse yet, they encourage others to do them too. See that? So there it is in the New Testament. All right. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.